There, you want to check your volume over there and make sure that's looking good.
Okay.
There's a little knob under there. Definitely like the fall weather.
Mm-hmm.
Like the cool, crisp air and,
Yeah.
you know.
It's awesome. It's way more breathable air.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it feels good to be outside. And
It was nice to see the sun yesterday, too.
I know, right?
All those lazy days.
Yeah, today and tomorrow I think we're going to be sunny all day too, so.
Did you see some of the sunsets? How, like,
Yes.
unbelievably red the sun was and orange?
Yeah, and then in the mornings this week where the sun was out but it was cloudy, so you just saw that big red glow.
Yeah,
You know, that was really cool. Yeah.
It's almost biblical.
Yeah.
The moon was so red one night. I was like, yeah.
Pretty cool. All right. Good morning, folks, and welcome back. This is Minnesota Home Talk. We're live on Score North on 1500. And, of course, we're live every Saturday morning on demand at minnesotahometalk.com. I'm your host, Jason Walgrave with Walgrave Real Estate Group and the Minnesota Real Estate Team with RE/MAX Advantage Plus. Very excited to introduce new to the show, Scott Doran this morning with BOGO Pest Control. Scott, very excited to have you in here.
Thank you very much.
We're going to be talking about some pest control stuff later in the show. We're going to open up the phone lines right away. This morning, Mr. Overson is not here. He hurt his back last night. Evan, did you hear about this? He was probably doing leg day again, putting too much weight on there. And you know that firsthand, don't you? So we're going to give away this morning, we're going to give away a $50 Amazon gift card for the best real estate or pest control question. So if you're interested in winning $50 to Amazon, give us a call with your question, real estate or pest control related, anything and everything real estate related. The phone lines, we're going to open them up right away at 651-646-8255 is the call number. Phone lines are open at 651-646-8255. That is the call number. We've got a text line this morning. Actually, we're not going to be able to do the text line because my phone is running Facebook Live right now. And so we could do what's your cell phone, Scott?
My cell phone?
Yeah, we'll give out your number. We'll give out Evan's phone number. Actually, we'll give out mine. 612-419-9425. That is the text line. So if you got questions, you can text them this morning to 612-419-9425. And then, of course, we've got the studio line. We'll keep those lines open throughout the show. Give us a call this morning. $50 gift card to Amazon for the best real estate or pest control question. Again, studio lines are open at 651-646-8255. That is the call-in number. Give us a call at 646-8255. We're on Facebook live right now, so go to facebook.com, and you can go to my personal page, Jason Walgrave, watch us live on there. Studio lines, and we'll keep these open throughout the show. The studio lines are 651-646-8255, giving away a $50 gift card to Amazon for the best real estate or pest control question. We'd love to hear from you. Studio lines are open at 651-646-8255. Of course, we've got our text line this morning is 612 419-9425. 612-419-9425. All right, this is what we've got today. Top 6 eco-friendly home features buyers want. We started this last week, and we got through about half of them. We've got first-time gardener. Here's how to prepare for fall. We have how to simplify the home buying process for first-time home buyers. And then, if we have time, 13 ways to step up your defense against hackers. Hackers, Scott. That's what we're dealing with these days.
Yeah, hackers are no good.
Hackers are no good. So we're going to be talking about lots of good stuff. Again, phone lines are open. 651-646-8255 is the call number. We've got BOGO Pest Control. Scott Dorn here. We're going to be talking about your pest control needs, what your company offers, what makes you guys different from everybody else. I'm really impressed with you and Mike and what you guys are doing. So I'm looking forward to talking more about it. Phone lines are open. 651-646-8255 is the call-in number. We look forward to hearing from you. All right, what do we got? Smoking hot listings. We're going to start in Richfield, located at 6411 Knox Avenue. This is a spectacular 1.5 story with 1,824 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, oversized 2-car garage. It's a phenomenal lot, fenced-in backyard, ton of outdoor living space. This home is mint, and it is move-in ready. Priced at $369,900. We got an open house scheduled on this home tomorrow between 11 and 1. So Sunday 11 to 1 open house. It's located at 6411 Knox Avenue South in Richfield. We've got a coming soon. This property is amazing. I'd love to own this property. It's up in it's over in Minong. This one is actually on the market right now. It's been on the market about 2 weeks. It's located at W7500 Wayland Drive in Minong, Wisconsin. It's a 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom, 4-car garage, 2004 built, 3,724 square feet. This is a lakeshore property. We've got 158 feet of lakeshore. It is 3,724 square feet, 1.35 acres. And this home is on the market for $675,000. New listing in Brooklyn Park. Nice little 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 1-car garage townhome. Located at 6568 84th Court North in Brooklyn Park. This home is on the market for $122,500. In Elk River, folks, we've got an executive 2-story big home, 4,475 square feet, 1/3 of an acre lot, 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom, 3-car garage, 2006 built. This home is located at 10807 184th Court Northwest, on the market for $450,000. In Henderson, folks, this is a smoking hot deal in Henderson, Minnesota. Located at 149 Woodland Drive, a 5-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 2-car garage, 2001 built. This is a Rambler. We've got a total of 2,824 square feet on nearly a half-acre lot in wonderful Henderson, Minnesota. We've got a really cool video that we made of this home that we can send out to you. This home is priced at $314,900, and it's a smoking hot deal in Henderson. This one should go very quickly. In Maplewood, located at 1239 Dorland Road South, 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-car garage, 1951 built, 2,000 square feet, completely renovated. All new kitchen, bathroom, 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-car garage. It's on a huge lot, 0.75 acres. Basement is finished, the main floor is finished, and the second story is all finished, on the market for $279,900 in Prior Lake in the Wilds development, located at 14288 Wilds Overlook Northwest. 5-bedroom, 5-bathroom, 4-car garage, 2007 built, 6,450 square feet. This is a big house. 6,450 square feet on a half-acre lot, cul-de-sac. We've got a theater, all custom built, woodwork, millwork throughout, custom design, main floor master. This home is incredible, on the market for $969,000. We've got an investment opportunity, a 5-unit apartment building for sale in St. Paul, completely renovated property. This home is, or this property rather, is very, very nice. All redone. Just under 5,000 total square feet, 5 units. It's an income producing property. It's got some really good numbers on it. On the market for $1.25 million. We've got a development opportunity in Mound, Minnetrista, right on the border of Mound, Minnetrista, located at 6639, 6701 Bartlett Boulevard in Mound. This is 5.85 acres. Minnetonka Lakeshore property, 5.85 acres, on the market for $2.5 million. And Pebble Creek Custom Homes has 1 lot left in the Twin Ponds development in Savage, Prior Lake School District. And I think that lot is priced at $110,000. They've got 4 or 5 of those lots on hold right now, so they're building homes in that 7, I would say high 6s, low 7 start, up to about $1.2 million in that development. So for more information, you can go to our website, minnesotahometalk.com. We have all of our fantastic partners on there. We've got a ton of great resources for buying, selling, investing in real estate, financing, and refinancing. We offer free market analysis on your home or investment property. Sell your home in 72 hours. Are you interested? We have a program. We're partnered up with 72 Sold. And if you'd like to learn how to sell your home in 72 hours for full market price, then go to our website, minnesotahometalk.com. Click on Sell Your Home in 72 Hours. Property search. You can create custom searches. We've got tons of reports on real estate. And then, of course, all of our partners are on the left side. We're gonna start with our newest partner, BOGO Pest Control, who Scott's on the show with us this morning. Lift Up Rental Management Guys, Home Media Innovations, Kepper's Plumbing, Safe Basements in Minnesota, TPM Flooring, Riverland Bank, Trust Vets, Pain Free Patriots, Rock, Detail Home Services, Chestnut Camper owner, good buddy Jeff O'Brien over there, Sioux Falls Real Estate with Marcus Walgrave, Trend Home Staging, EKJ Appraisals, HMS Home Warranty, Clear Choice Insurance Agency, Spare Key, Home Inspections with Neil Malmberg, Urban Landworks, Trademark Title, Credit Life. We've got Nepsis, our good buddy Josh, Big Biggie England is what we call him, over at Nepsis. Last Switch, Ryan Boyd. Ryan's going to be on the show next week, so make sure you tune in next week to talk to Ryan. Todd Rooker, the master of many, many things. Todd Rooker. Stay tuned to this radio station. Cover Your Assets is on right after this show. Todd Rooker. He always brings some exceptional information and a level of energy and creativity unlike anyone else in the universe. Is that right, Evan?
I think that's a pretty fair statement. Todd is nothing if not endless energy personified.
It is true. It is amazing. Todd's probably listening right now, so you're welcome, Todd. All right, Bella Remodeling and Roofing. We've got Pebble Creek Custom Homes, LeaderOne Financial, and of course Remax Advantage Plus. So go to our website, minnesotahometalk.com. Click on any of the partners to connect directly. We've got upcoming events, past shows, and information about us. minnesotahometalk.com. Best way to get a hold of us anytime during the week. And we are looking forward to hearing from you. All right, big show this morning. We did hot deals. We've got, we're going to finish up the top 6 eco-friendly home features buyers want, and then we're going to go into first-time gardener. Are you a first-time gardener? I think there's a lot of first-time gardeners this year. I think a lot of folks, because of the additional time that we've been spending at home, I think there's a lot of vegetable gardens, flower gardens, there's a lot of gardeners, first-time gardeners. We'll be talking about that. We got how to simplify home buying process for first-time buyers, and then 13 ways to step up your defense against hackers. That's right. All right, we're gonna do market updates real quick. Then we're gonna go to a break, and then when we come back, we're gonna be talking to BOGO Pest Control. Scott Dorn is here. Mike's listening, right?
Yes, he is.
So he sent me this email yesterday of some stuff, some highlights, and I was in his email. It made it sound like he was gonna be here because he referenced we. Where should we meet you, and when will it begin? What should we do? But Mike's not here, so we got to give him a hard time.
No problem. Mike deserves it.
Mike does deserve a
No,
hard time.
Mike is awesome. I love Mike.
Well, he is awesome, but he still deserves a hard time. All right, market updates in the Twin Cities metro area right now. Inventory of homes for sale, 9,262 homes, 9,262 homes for sale. A year ago at this time, inventory was at 13,294. So that's down 30%. Pending home sales in the last 3 months, 20,238. A year ago, we were at 18,599. So pending home sales are up 9% from this time last year. Pending home sales are up 9% from this time last year. It's incredible. Inventory is down 30%. Median sale price currently, $313,000. A year ago, we were at $283,000. So $313 today compared to $283 last year at this time. That means the median sale price is up 10.6%.
Wow.
You know, incredible what's going on in the market. Affordability index is 145. A year ago, we were at 146. Homes per buyer currently 1.9. So about 2. A year ago, we were at 2.7, so just under 3. So that's down 29%. Average days on market, 41 days. 41 days on the market right now. That's the average days on market. A year ago, we were at 38. And homes are selling currently for 100.1% of the list price. A year ago, we were at 99.6%. So that's really good stats. It's incredible that the stats are as good as they are for what's been going on in the world with COVID. And to see the real estate activity in the Twin Cities is remarkable. And that's not for everybody. That's not for all agents. It's not for all teams. But we made a decision early on, probably second week in March or second week of the shutdown. And we made a decision as a team that we were going to remain calm, focused, and positive, and that we were going to get up every day and work hard and make sure that our clients and customers knew that we were available. And that's what we've done as a team. That's what Mike Overson and his team have done throughout the last 6 months. And we're having a record year. We're very thankful to be doing
That's awesome.
as much as we are, and just being able to be there and be working and be available. It's been really good. And the stats, if you look at the overall market stats, a lot of activity. I mean, to have sales up 9% is just incredible from this time last year. So if you'd like these market updates or statistics sent over to you, go to our website, minnesotahometalk.com. I can send you the current market updates. I can just shoot you an email. Go to the Ask a Question button on our website, minnesotahometalk.com. Who wants to win $50 to Amazon? We're giving away $50 this morning for the best real estate or pest control question. The phone lines are open at 651-646-8255 is the call number. Give us a call. Anything and everything real estate related, pest control related. Phone lines are open, 651-646-8255. That is the call number. We'd love to hear from you. We have a text line. You can text your questions to 612-419-9425 is the text line, 612-419-9425. Call or text both ways gives you a chance to win $50 to Amazon. You know, speaking of the $50 Amazon gift card, got a thank you card in the mail yesterday, Scott, and opened it up this morning when I was preparing for the show, and it was from a caller that had called in maybe 3-4 weeks ago. She had won the $50 Amazon gift card and asked a really good real estate question. But she was a handwritten thank you letter and said, "Hey, appreciate you doing the show. Thanks for taking our call. We won the $50 Amazon gift card." I talked about how much she appreciated that, and that $50 was going to go towards the family. And so it was really cool.
That's really nice. You don't get people that take the time to write thank you
handwritten.
anymore. Usually it's a text or an email,
Yeah.
if that.
I know, right? And a handwritten letter, or little note. So that was cool. So if you'd like to win $50 this morning, give us a call at the real estate question. We'll keep the phone lines open throughout the show. 651-646-8255. That is the call number. 651-646-8255. Anything and everything real estate related, we'll keep the phone lines open throughout the show. Are you interested in buying a home but do not qualify for traditional financing? Are you interested in contract for deed financing? Have you gone through foreclosure, short sale, bankruptcy, or maybe you're just self-employed, you're an entrepreneur, you're a business owner, and you need some creative options? We have clients that offer contract for deeds. Give us a call or check us out online at minnesotahometalk.com. Folks, that's minnesotahometalk.com.
I'd like to talk with you about financial coaching.
There we go. Segment 1.
Nice.
All right. So the breaks are typically like 3 minutes ish.
Okay.
And so we'll do this break, and then we'll come back and we'll get right into your stuff.
Okay.
And then we usually take 1 or 2 breaks after that.
Okay.
Just depending on the calls and how things are going. We try not to.
One thing we could talk about that's real estate related and pest control related is yesterday I was at a house where a young couple just bought the house. They had an inspector out, went through the whole process. They signed, they were done, and they had me come out because they were starting to see wasps in the house. So I came out. I started asking them, have you seen any mouse evidence? They said no. I asked them if their inspector saw any during the process. He said no. So I looked at the house, and right away I could see that mice were getting into it. I went in the house. I could see clear mouse evidence. Easy to see, too, that the inspector completely missed for them. And now they're going back through arbitration to make the inspector pay for it.
Interesting.
Because he missed it. So he missed a bat problem in the house and a mouse problem.
Jeez.
So, and that's real common.
Yeah.
For people to move into an already pre-existing mouse problem.
Yeah.
So one thing we suggest is that they have us do an inspection on their home if they're concerned about any pest issues in the home. We
like a
can
pre-inspection.
tell them what needs to be done, and then it can become part of the buy-sell process for the buyer. So
you have just that peace of mind that the inspection was done, or if you needed services that they were.
Yep, and then we've done a lot to actually educate home inspectors on what to look for through the ASHI home inspection groups. We go and give them educational seminars for their CEUs.
Really?
Yeah,
that's
so
awesome.
A lot of home inspectors are trained on how to look for it now, but there are a number of them that aren't. So
the challenge is there's not a required license or certification for inspectors.
Right.
So you could literally go to Office Max and get a business card that says inspector.
And you should maybe, and you probably have talked about that on your show before, but if you mention that, people don't know that fact. When they're hiring a home inspector, they're expecting this person knows everything there is to know about a house.
Let's see. All right, got about 30 seconds. And welcome back, folks. This is Minnesota Home Talk. There we go. Did I? Look at that. That's my fault, folks. Pushing buttons, wrong buttons. Here we go. Jason Wog. I know. It's Overson's fault, isn't it? Yeah, baby. All right, here we go. Phone lines open. Do you have any real estate questions? We're giving away a $50 gift card to Amazon. This is Minnesota Home Talk. We're live on Score North on 1500. Jason Walgrave here with Walgrave Real Estate Group. I'll tell you what. We've got Scott Dorn with BOGO Pest Control here. Do you have any pest control questions? You got questions about any rodents, any pests that your house may have? We'd love to hear from you. The phone lines are open. We're giving away a $50 gift card to Amazon for the best real estate or pest control question this morning. Phone lines are open at 651-646-8255. That is the call-in number. Studio lines are open at 651-646-8255. All right, BOGO Pest Control. Scott, let's start off with what does the name of the company mean, which I think is incredibly impressive. It's one of the one of the reasons why we started a partnership with you guys. But tell me about what BOGO means.
Well, BOGO, if you're shopping at Lunds or Byerly, BOGO means buy one get one. But we flipped it, and what we do is with any service that we provide, we give 10% of our profits to Feed My Starving Children. So BOGO, the acronym is buy one give one with us.
That's huge. That's huge, and 10% is significant.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
It's a great organization. They make a huge impact around the world. Last year, they packed 364 million meals right here in Minnesota, and they have some other packing facilities around the country that they've been opening up, like in Dallas. But it is a Minnesota company.
Yeah.
They're incredible. There are over 8,000 nonprofits in the U.S., and there's a watchdog organization that sees the fiscal responsibility of each and every nonprofit in the U.S., and as a result, they have ranked Feed My Starving Children as in the top 1% of all 8,000 nonprofits.
That is incredible.
Because of their fiscal responsibility. 92 cents out of every dollar goes to the end child that needs that nutrition.
It's awesome.
So yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah, the gentleman who started, he's in Minnesota.
Yeah, he actually passed away a couple of years ago.
He did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but he left a major legacy.
Yeah.
That makes such a difference.
It's huge. I love it. I think it's just really great that you guys are doing it. Great cause, great organization, and again, 10% that's a big give. You know, you see a lot of companies giving 1% or 2%, but 10% is a big give. So, nice job, nice work. We've got phone lines open, so if you've got questions, give us a call this morning 651-646-8255. All right. When I think about pest control, I think about I think I've had 7 or 8 different guys knock on my door in the last 4 or 5 months. Yeah. Literally. I mean,
that's a great point. Yeah.
I mean, I've never had so many people, especially from one industry or knocking on my door. And I've had 7 or 8 people. I think that there was probably 4 or 5 different companies. A couple guys came back twice. But so what makes you guys different from the guys that are knocking on my door, going door to door trying to sell services or contracts?
Yep, great question. The companies that are door knocking they're selling a service called a quarterly service plan, and what that is it doesn't matter what your pest issue is. They're going to promote that you go on a year-round service plan, and it's serviced on a quarterly basis. So once every 3 months, a technician will come out to your house. Mm-hmm. That you'll get 3 services in the summer, one in the spring, one in the middle of the summer, one in the fall, and then you'll get one in the middle of the winter. Here in Minnesota, there's virtually no pest activity happening in the winter time.
Right.
So that service is almost always unnecessary. There are cases where it is necessary, so it's not, a complete waste on every home, but most homes it is. Mm-hmm. We have insect activity here in Minnesota between April and October. So we design our services at BOGO around the pest activity here in Minnesota. Mm-hmm. We service them between the months of April and October for insects. Mm-hmm. And then another thing that really separates us from most companies is we don't combine mice control with our insect prevention plan. If you're on a quarterly service plan, mice are included. Mm-hmm. But what they do to control it is they'll come into your house and they'll place poison bait blocks out. Usually they're in stations, or they'll throw out packets of poison, either in the crawl spaces of the house, in the basement, or in the attic. And the whole idea of that is the mice will eat the poison. They'll die in the unfinished areas of your home, like the attic or in wall voids where you're hopefully not going to smell it.
Yeah.
And that's their method of controlling it. Each service is about 15 minutes long.
Yeah.
So they're getting into your home, they're getting out. They're getting on to the next one. Those technicians are responsible for servicing anywhere from 18 to 36 stops a day. Our technicians will do a maximum of anywhere from 8 to 12 jobs mm-hmm. at the most. It depends on the types of jobs. If we're doing mouse work, they might do 4 jobs a day, because each service for mice will spend a minimum of 2 hours mm-hmm. at a home on our hands and knees, crawling around the exterior. We focus on how to seal up the house to stop them from getting in the first place.
Yep.
And that's imperative. If you're going to have a mouse service and the person coming isn't attempting to seal your home, you are literally throwing money right down the toilet.
It always fascinated me, the poisons, right? Because who wants to have dead mice in the attic or in the
It's insane.
unfinished basement or in the walls
It's disgusting. Not only that, like several calls this summer, and you're probably going to learn a lot about pests this morning, hopefully. But a lot of people think mice are a fall and a winter pest, but they're actually, we get calls every single day of the year on mice. If there's a hole in your house and mice have been in your home, the way mice operate is they urinate every 18 inches. It's gross, and I'm sorry someone might be eating breakfast right now, but that's a fact. Every 18 inches they emit a micro-sized droplet of urine. We can't see it, but it's enough to communicate with each other. They're like dogs.
Yeah.
And so they'll urinate on the ground, and that's important to understand because that urine trail actually leads to all the holes that are allowing them in your home. Once they come in, they know they'll follow the urine trail right to the attic where previous mice have nested. And so if you're not finding those holes, you can put all the bait out you want. The next new mouse that comes to your house is going to pick up on that pheromone trail, and they're going to find their way right back in the house.
But Scott, I know some people are listening and they're thinking, well, I got a pretty new house, and so my house is 10 years or less as far as the age, so I don't have to worry about that, right? Because there's no holes.
Actually, that's not true. Well, we all know we're in Minnesota, right? And we have extreme temperature changes. And when it does come to winter, if the mice didn't make their way in, they are going to be dead. It's that simple. I mean, a couple years ago, we went through the polar vortex. That was anywhere from 40 to 60 below zero. If you're outside during that type of temperatures, there's just no way to survive. Yeah. So they have to get in to survive. So yeah, if there are access points in your home, whether it's brand new or not, within a short period of time, they'll find their way in.
So how small of an access point are we talking about?
A lot of people say the size of a pencil. That's actually a little bit too small. If you are able to stick your pinky in the hole, the diameter of your pinky is basically the size of their skull. And a lot of people think that their skull is made of cartilage, like in our nose, where their skull is flexible. It's not. It's a hard skull. If they can fit their head through the hole, though, the fact is they can wiggle their whole body through it. So if you can stick your pinky through a hole, they can get through that. So when we're going to seal up a home, that's what we're up against.
Yeah.
The challenge of finding all of those areas. But yeah, go ahead. No. I wish that were the case. No.
Yeah. Right? Actually, is that a preventative? Have a couple cats?
A lot of people use cats, but a cat you'd have to have multiple cats guarding all sides of the house. And if the trees are touching your roof line, they'd have to be in the trees stopping them as well. So it's not a practical solution. Mice are considered commensal, which means they'll live with us. They have no problem living with cats in the home.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
They're not deterred by it.
So if you have branches that are touching the roof, then the mice climb up the trees.
Yep.
Branches over to the roof, and then they get in through the vents in the top, or what?
It's actually one of the most overlooked ways that mice enter a home. Anyone that does mouse control, most people that do it are focusing on the foundation. However, mice you can think of them like a junior squirrel. They have every ability that a squirrel does. They can climb almost any surface with texture on it. So like a cinder block foundation. I watched one the other day in a guy's garage run up the block just as fast as he could run across the ground. So they have almost no limits when it comes to climbing.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And one other thing that's really important to understand about mice is the female mice, their only job is to reproduce. As an adult, they're going to they're going to have anywhere from 5 to 10 litters within a season. A normal year will be 5 litters of an average of 4 per litter. So they're going to have an average of they say in a normal year 20 to 35 mice.
Whoa.
Last year we had an anomaly where in the spring, if you remember, in April, the trees started to bud out. It looked like we were going to have spring, but then we had a massive snowstorm that put the trees and the whole environment back into winter until the middle of May. Well, for the trees, that's a big deal. The trees think they're dying when that happens, and so it's called a mast year. It's spelled M-A-S-T, and that is when when the trees, when they come back out of that second hibernation, they use all of their energy to create seeds to save themselves. So in a normal year, they'll produce X amount of seeds, but in a mast year, they'll double and triple that production. So when that happens, mice will the normal scenario for a house is a mouse is living in the attic, during the day sleeping, at night they wake up, they come down the outside of the exterior, they make their way to the trees to get either helicopter seeds, acorns, or crab apples. Those are the three primary things that they thrive on. They can also supplement their diet with insects. They're considered omnivorous, so they'll eat anything, but they focus primarily on nuts.
Okay.
So they'll live in the attic. At night they go out, get the nuts, and then they'll come back in, and they're coming and going from the house. That's one of the biggest revelations for people, because they think that once they get in, they're just searching inside for the food.
Yeah. Interesting.
And it's also another reason why they survive all summer in the house as well. They're not getting their food inside; they're getting it outside. So.
That's fascinating. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So you could have, so with that you could have mice that you never see.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
that's really common. And it actually takes, normally what happens is the mice are building up their population in the attic all summer long. And then once we start getting radical temperature changes in the fall, like a couple nights ago, it was 38 degrees when I woke up. And when that happens, that same temperature is occurring in the attic. So that's uncomfortable for a mouse.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable for bats. And those animals start to move down into the living space of the house. First, they'll go down in the walls where they can get warmth, but mice are operating, when they're traveling, they're navigating by their nose. They can see clearly about 6 inches in front of their face, but beyond that, it's blurry. So when they're traveling, the main thing they're doing is sticking their nose to the ground and smelling their way along a previous urine trail from a mouse. So if you're cooking food in your kitchen, they're going to head to the kitchen. They're usually following the pipes and the wires. They'll come under the sink, and then they'll come out from there. If you have a dog food bowl in the kitchen, they're going to rob the dog food out of the dog food bowl, and then they'll set up a nest somewhere near that and exploit that.
Yeah.
So
that's wild. Folks, we got the phone lines open at 651-646-8255. I've got a story about the dog food. I'll tell you when we come back from the break. But if you got real estate questions, you got pest control questions, give us a call. We've got BOGO Pest Control here this morning. Scott Dorn is in the studio. We're live. The phone lines are open at 651-646-8255 is the call number. Love to hear from you. We're giving away a $50 gift card to Amazon this morning for the best real estate or pest control question. Give us a call. Win $50 to Amazon. The best question is going to win. And the phone lines are open at 651-646-8255 is the call number. Give us a call this morning. 651-646-8255. We have lots of free stuff at MinnesotaHometalk.com. Free list of non-MLS hot deals. Free market analysis on your home or investment property, free home search tools, free reports on buying, selling, and investing in real estate, free mortgage pre-approval. Check us out online at MinnesotaHometalk.com. Folks, that's MinnesotaHometalk.com. That's good, man. You're doing great. Love it. I love it. This is actually very fascinating to me.
Yeah, there's so many different pests too, and depending on the time of year, there's always something new popping.
Yeah, there's plenty of varmints in Minnesota. Yeah, got to get in touch with you guys this week because I got one of our rental properties in Shakopee gets box cellar bugs.
Oh yeah.
Really bad.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
And
'cause
so
that's about to pop.
Yep. And those are because it gets cold and then it gets warm and then so the front of the house is in the sun all day.
Yeah.
And they just.
Yeah, and the science behind that is what happens is the first night that in the fall when it drops below 40, which normally doesn't occur until usually the 3rd or 4th week of September. It already happened though, but when it drops below 40 and then comes back over 65, it triggers for Asian lady beetles and box elder bugs to go find a place to overwinter. They know winter's coming. That tells them winter's coming.
Yeah.
And then they'll start heading to the sunny sides of buildings. In the fall, in the afternoon. So wherever the afternoon sun is, that's where they're going to focus.
Yep.
And if your house isn't shaded by trees in those areas of your home, you could be inundated with them.
Oh, it does. This house gets every year.
And this year is going to be really bad.
Is it?
Yep. The biggest factor is when spring starts. So if spring starts in April, we have a bad year.
Okay.
If it starts in March, we have an extremely bad fall.
Okay.
But last year it started in May, so it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
So
I'll get you guys to come out this week then to do some preventative stuff.
So that one treatment will prevent it for the
for the season.
Yeah.
Okay.
After it dries, they'll land on it and die within a half hour. So none of them make their way in.
Nice.
Makes such a night and day difference.
Yep. Huh. Yeah, this is good stuff. Good stuff. Lots of good stuff. I thought, you got any plans this weekend?
Actually, no, not really. I gotta find the chicken. Last night I went home and we have 6 Polish chickens.
Yeah.
And a rooster, and the rooster, they just got old enough where I think their one's about to start laying eggs, so the rooster just attacked one of them.
Oh no.
It hadn't done that yet, and I heard they do that.
Yeah.
The attack went so bad, it injured it really bad. I wasn't there. My wife said that it was really hurt, and she left for an hour and came back, and it had gotten out of the run, and we usually let it open up into our garden. It goes out there, but it flew off.
Really?
I gotta go
So you
find
be chicken
it.
hunting.
Hopefully it's still alive.
All right, so we got a question for you, Scott.
Yeah.
So we got a caller, so we'll go to it first.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome.
Thank you, Evan. I was going to get it right that time, but you just made sure of it. Minnesota Home Talk here. We're live every Saturday morning, of course, on demand at MinnesotaHometalk.com. We're live on Score North and 1500. Jason Walgrave here with Walgrave Real Estate Group and the Minnesota Real Estate Team at RE/MAX Advantage Plus. We've got Scott here, Scott Dorn with BOGO Pest Control. We got the phone lines open, and we're taking your calls and questions, pest control and real estate related. 651-646-8255. If you'd like to win $50 to Amazon, give us a call with your real estate or pest control question. We'd love to hear from you. Phone lines will remain open throughout the show. You can give us a call at 651-646-8255 is the call number, 651-646-8255. Let's go to the phone lines. Tom, good morning. Thanks for calling in. How can we help you?
Good question. Okay, so a mole is an animal that will only be outside. Only one time in 21 years have I seen one inside. It's where they had a dirt floor in the basement and it actually made its way into the basement. That's a fluke though. Moles primarily eat earthworms. That's the main crux of their diet. 80 to 90% of it is earthworms. 10 to 20% of their diet can be supplemented by grubs and insects. So their primary diet keeps them outside. They're a ground-dwelling animal. They dig. If you look at them, they're built just like a super digging machine with their padded paws. So they're in the ground. They're usually under the ground. They have an extensive tunnel system that goes at least 4 feet below the surface because that's how deep the frost line is here in Minnesota. And they do not hibernate. So they're active in their tunnel system below that 4 feet line throughout the winter. And I mean, I could say a lot more about moles, but they don't come into homes. And that's the difference. Mice will come into homes. They're considered commensal, so they like to live with us. And yeah, so
Scott, what's the difference between moles and voles?
Mole is they eat earthworms, whereas a vole is focusing on the vegetation. So they're going to eat. A vole is called a meadow mouse. That's another name for them. So they look like a mouse, only they lack a tail. A mouse's tail is equal to the length of its body, whereas a vole has a little short, stubby tail. And the difference between mice and voles too is voles are diurnal. They're active during the day, whereas mice are nocturnal. And a mole will be active both day and night.
So the mole, that's the one that's digging the tunnels around the yard.
Yeah,
and
you
the
can
vole,
tell those because when you're sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're good.
When you're walking on the grass, your feet will sink as you step on the tunnels.
Got
That's
it.
how you can tell that you have moles.
Okay.
And you'll notice that damage will occur when it rains. The earthworms are drawn to the surface when it rains, and then they'll follow their food source.
Huh.
And what they're doing is they're disconnecting the grass roots from the soil. At right where the grass meets the soil is where their main hunting ground is.
Huh.
So
and then the voles, they make the tunnels on top of the grass.
yeah, what you'll see with those, they're like a mouse, so they're afraid to be out in the open during the day. They know a raptor bird can come down and get them. So during the summer months, they're going to be under low-lying bushes. They'll run from bush to bush, and they'll be in the grass if the grass is longer than 3 inches. So
interesting.
yeah, so real key important point for voles is you want the last mowing of the year, you want to cut your grass as short as possible to eliminate a food source for them. They feel safe under the snow feeding on the lawn. That's why in the spring when the snow melts, you'll see it's almost like veins on your arm. The pattern of lines in the grass will look like a vein. But that's vole activity. And you'll see it usually comes out of low-lying bushes or especially spruce trees and particularly arborvitae.
Really?
They love to chew on the bark around the arborvitae branches.
So if you... Oh, go ahead, Tom.
If you're talking about moles, are you asking if moles feed off acorns? No, their primary diet is earthworms and grubs and insects. So they do not eat any nuts. Only rodents eat nuts. So your voles, mice, squirrels. So when you're treating moles, the best way to treat a mole problem, you have 2 options. You can use traps. There's several different kinds of traps to set for them. That's labor intensive. The less labor intensive method is to use earthworms well, they're not earthworms. They're shaped like an earthworm. They're made from a company out of Wisconsin called Bell Labs. For a homeowner, like if you go to Menards, you can see their trade name is Tomcat. And they have a product called Tomcat Mole Bait. It's like $20 for 8 worms, last time I looked. And the idea is you put 1 worm in the active tunnels every 5 to 10 feet. And you want to leave those tunnels undisturbed for a week. You don't walk on the area where the tunnels are. That allows the mole to find the worm. Once they eat 1 worm, they're dead within 72 hours. And the real important thing to understand about moles is in an average yard, you're going to have about 6 moles. Moles do not meet up during the year. If they do, they eat one another. They're carnivorous. So they don't like meeting up with one another. They're a solitary animal. The only time they meet is between December and January. They'll meet up to mate. And it's important to understand they only have 1 litter per year, between 2 and 4 in the litter. So it's not like rabbits or mice where you're dealing with so many litters where you can have a tough time getting it under control. Moles, you're dealing with a finite number, and within a short period of time, once you learn how to identify the tunnels in the yard, you'll know which ones to bait, and it's pretty simple to control it after that point. And we offer a service where we come out to your home and we show you how to read the lawn and how to bait it so that you can be successful doing the service.
Huh. That's fascinating. So with the voles, I'm thinking your yard, the last mow. So you said mow it really short.
Yeah.
Should you bag it as well?
That's a good question. Honestly, I believe they would eat it if you don't. So
Okay.
As much as you can reduce that food source, the better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's good stuff. Tom, great questions. We appreciate you calling in. You bet. Have a great weekend. Phone lines are open at 651-646-8255. Do you have pest control questions? We've got Bogo Pest Control here this morning, Scott Dorn. He's given us a lot of great information. It's fascinating stuff, actually. Very fascinating. The phone lines are open if you'd like to win a $50 gift card to Amazon. Give us a call at 651-646-8255. That is the call number. Phone lines are open at 651-646-8255. All right, so we got moles, we got voles, we got mice. How about rats? Do we have?
Yeah, we do.
Do we?
Rats are, they're more of a major issue in Minneapolis and St. Paul proper, in the city proper. They are in the sewer system, and the primary way that they'll enter a home normally will be up through the drains in the basement, or a lot of times the mature trees in Minneapolis, for example, the root systems will break into the sewer system.
Yeah.
And that'll allow rats to come out of the actual sewer. They'll get under a slab, and if there's cracks in the basement floor, they'll come up through that as well. So when we're looking at a rat situation, I'll just back up. If I go to a house in Minneapolis, for example, and they say I have a mouse problem, well, I first identify whether or not it's a true mouse problem or if in fact they are dealing with juvenile rats. One of the ways to tell between the two is if you're looking at the bottom of a mouse, it'll be a white belly. If you're looking at the bottom of a rat, it's typically either a real off-white or to a brown. Another distinguishing feature is the feet are bigger on rats. The ears are bigger on rats. So when you're looking at a juvenile, you can see the proportion of their feet and their head is different than a mouse.
How about the tails?
The tails are a unique difference too. The tail on a rat is hairless. It's got rings on it, and it's also a little bit longer than the length of the rat.
Okay.
So that's another distinguishing factor.
So what's the biggest rat you've ever seen?
Oh my word! In a house one time in Minneapolis, I saw. Well, I can't do the bit. It's like about a foot long. Honestly, I caught 7 of them that were that big.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. All right, folks, phone lines are open. If you'd like to win a $50 gift card to Amazon, give us a call. Do you have questions about rats? give us a call this morning, 651-646-8255. We're talking about pest control. We've got BOGO Pest Control here. Giving away a $50 gift card to Amazon. Phone lines are open at 651-646-8255 is the calling number. 651-646-8255. All right, we got a few minutes left in the show. Scott, I want to talk about box elder bugs and the stinky beetles.
Okay, so now that the temperatures are dropping at night, that's a unique thing for insects. Insects are completely temperature driven. They do not know what day it is at all. So they're completely operating off temperature. The first night that it drops to 40 degrees in the fall at night or below that, and then within a couple days when it gets over 65 degrees, that weather pattern triggers box elder bugs, Asian lady beetles, and now our latest friend, the brown marmorated stink bug, and wasp as well. They all want to overwinter inside a home so they're not directly exposed to the winter elements, which will kill them. So as soon as that temperature pattern happens below 40, above 65, when that happens, they'll start heading to the south and west facing walls of your home, especially if they catch a lot of afternoon sun. They're attracted to the heat of those walls. They're drawn to it like a beacon, like a ship following, a lighthouse.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
And they'll come to it, and then as soon as the temperatures get cold enough, they'll start congregating together, and they'll get behind the siding, and then they go into a hibernated state. They don't do any reproduction in the house. They do very little damage. They're classified as a nuisance insect. Primarily because they don't reproduce in the house. They come by the thousands though. On some homes there are so many of them that it's just really disgusting. They'll start this is disgusting, but when they poop on the siding, they mark up the siding.
Yeah.
You can actually start to see it when there's so many of them
Yeah.
on there. And the Asian lady beetles have a condition called reflex bleeding. And what that means is when, like, let's say a cat picks up an Asian lady beetle to eat it.
Yeah.
The beetle will emit an ooze out of the back end of its body to protect itself. It's got a foul odor and a foul taste to it. You'll see the cat spit it right back out. There is no predator to an Asian lady beetle.
Really?
Nothing will eat them in our country. So,
oh, that's wild. We're gonna go get another phone line here. We got time to grab this, Evan? Looks like we got John's got bowl questions. Hey, John, thanks for calling in. How can we help you? Good morning.
great question. So whenever I have to preface what I'm going to say with this, anytime you're using anything to control pests, you want to read the label of the product that you're using, and you have to follow the label. The label on every product that we use is the law. If you violate the label on any product, then you are violating the law. So with that being said, you want to read the labels of the bait that you're going to be purchasing. The best way to control voles is actually to use exterior rodent bait stations, and it's a poison station. So it's basically a modified plastic station. You can buy them at Menards, Home Depot. You can get them online through Amazon. DoItYourselfPestControl.com has them. But you're looking for an exterior station that you put poison in, and you want to place those where there's low-lying bushes in your yard. That's where the voles are going to hang out during the summer, and the whole idea is to crash their population throughout the summer so that you don't see the effects of them in the winter or in the spring.
Hey, John, we were just finishing up. We appreciate the call in. Have a great weekend. Hey, folks, best way to get a hold of us anytime is our website, MinnesotaHometalk.com. You can reach BOGO Pest Control, Scott Dorn, Do you have a house that needs a lot of work? You're ready to sell, but you think no one will buy it because of the condition? Would you like to sell and close in as little as 7 days? Give us a call. We have clients that are buying properties that need all levels of renovation. They're cash buyers looking to purchase right now. Give us a call or check us out online at minnesotahometalk.com. That's minnesotahometalk.com. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great week.
Yay.